Paul, where do you think GJ is gonna go for the rest of the week?
For the week, I'm not.
Mm-hmm.
Give me 1 second.
Go on.
I think VJ posted where she thinks he's going. Sharma, you on the call? Is Sharma on the call yet or no?
I'm not
Oh,
sure. I
see.
haven't heard her yet.
Yeah, she's here.
She's here.
Oh,
She was giving Gurj out the business earlier.
right.
I almost announced myself as D-boy all out today, but I was like, nah, I'll wait till he's
Oh god.
on.
Yo yo.
Paul, I've just noticed you've changed your YouTube. What's it called? Is it thumbnail?
Yep.
Yeah. I like it.
Thank you. Yeah, some guy in
Very
the
nice.
chat made it and pretty dope.
Nice.
Manny. Hello. Morning, evening. Right. The weekly. I mean, if we get above 135, 500, 485 area, and then we get past 135, 920, I think we'll push back up to like 139, 138, 5 area again. I mean, if we get above 130. What's up, Mary? How's it going?
Yeah, it does look like we rejected pretty hard based on the daily time frame. Obviously, you know where you took your sell to that daily support, the way that we sort of pulled away from it.
Yep.
Now it looks like we've sort of rejected based on the daily. So maybe we're going to see, within that daily range where we've got that, like rejection to the upside at around 135, 310, and then obviously now we're starting to maybe form like a daily support. So I'm thinking maybe we're gonna just like range here within this range for the rest of the week, and then I think we'll probably see a breakout probably next week. That's what I'm thinking anyway.
Fair.
But maybe we'll see some movement this week. But I just think the way, if you look at it based on the daily time frame, so far we've rejected to continue pushing past 135, 300, and now since price has now come back down to that key support area that we had last week, which is a really strong buy area at like 134 flat. It looks like we're sort of rejecting both ways, I suppose. So maybe we're gonna see some range in. I don't know, but I think for the daily we're gonna want to wait to see for a bit more of a clearer direction. But obviously that's just based on the higher time frames.
Hello, everyone.
Yep.
Hello.
Yeah, I'm late today. So did anyone took the buy?
No, spread was too high. I think Josh took it.
Okay.
Josh was it? It might have closed now. I'm not sure. I know he was in it.
So what was the spread at that time?
When it initially popped, I think it was like 3, maybe 4. Pop bouncing around in there.
I think it's going bye-bye.
Which way? Up. Play bye-bye to the upside. All right. Yep, spread was too high. Just gotta wait. I think he's going bye-bye, yeah. Here you go, H. Nice job.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, Clay. Welcome back. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it's going up.
All right. Yep. I think we got good potential to go up.
Yeah, I think if we see where this hourly closes, if we get this hourly to close above 134, 890 sort of area. Get that
Yeah,
40
I'd like
minute
it
closing
above. Yeah, right around the 900 area is kind of where I want to see it get above.
Yeah, agreed. Because then we are pretty clean, coming up to around 135, 400 ish. So
Yep, I think it might just chill out till Asian Open.
yeah, maybe we're gonna see like a like a pullback and then a continuation. Because if you look at it as well, we've sort of broken out of this like short-term bearish market structure. Because obviously we're making lower lows, lower highs, and then now we've sort of like, well, yeah, we've broken out to the upside. So maybe if you look at it based on the 4-hour, we are gonna hold that as like the low that we created. Maybe we're gonna come up and retest the highs that we had created based on the 4-hour.
Yep, yeah, plus 4 hours made a higher high and higher low now too, so. Oh, somebody's already in. Ali is already in. Or Ali is already in. Yeah. That was good good anticipation on that. Nice.
That better? That better?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah. No, I think it's going to the top side. I think it's going to blow up through the top. Back up to 136.
Yep. All right, 3FX. We'll pull this up. I'm just kidding. We will not pull that up because it does not work. Try again. GC. We don't look at GC during this time, so you'll have to send a chart. Stupid strange. You'll have to send a chart.
I would just say to Muhammad, to Ali, where's the next resistance level on the Dow Jones? Because I have the next resistance level at 27.2 or something. So just look for your next major resistance level on the Dow.
Your mic sounds a little funky.
I know, man. That thing's messed up. I'm funky right now.
All right. Bullish candle broke previous candle high from hour 4 support. Yes. Retest of support. Right there, yep. Bullish candle broke the high of the previous candle. Perfect. An excellent trade. Looks like it hit TP right away and then it ended up continuing as well. Very nice. Perfect analysis. Right, 3FX. Second time's the charm, maybe? Yep, it was. Nice job. Alright. Buying half positions on solid pre-Asian breakout. Okay. Clear upside, yes. 100%. Yep, I think that looks good. Support rejected on the daily. Is that what that says? Okay. Yep, that looks good. Thank you, Leon. Glad you liked it. Hopefully it was helpful. See, I don't think there's any news. I mean, we got some tentative stuff, but gonna move up without us. Jed, you just go to the website in the middle of the screen, or you can DM me on Instagram on the left of the screen and ask questions and get more information. Otherwise, the website right here should answer most of your questions. Alright, Diz, we'll pull that up. Oh. Yeah, we could. We could reject that and come down. There's just a lot. There's a lot of stuff on here, and I'm assuming this zone and maybe this trend line is what you're anticipating we reject off of, which could make sense, yes. So we'll just have to see what happens at this area. If we continue to make higher highs and higher lows, then we're not going to reject. We're going to go up. Oh, that is up to you, wide trader. Rebby. Might wait till open, but
Good, bro. My legs. My legs. Nah, this is critical. Yo, they hurt right now.
really? Fuck. Hopefully your legs feel better, but Mike next.
Hashtag same. No.
Anyways. 4 hour, everything looks bullish, so I'm gonna assume bullish until I see something that tells me otherwise. And with Asian session, don't think there's gonna be much for sells until down in this area for me. And I don't think in 9 minutes this thing trace 30 pips, 25 pips. So guess we'll see.
Paul White Trader asked, he said he got it in gold at $17.99. Should I close it or wait? My question to him is, why would you close it now? Why wouldn't you just move up your stops to profit and see if you can't break that area? Would be my answer to you, White Trader. There's no reason to close it at this point.
Do I ever adjust risk? No, I typically just keep it at 1% for every trade, every session. Earlier in the week, Sunday, Mondays, sometimes I do lower it. So if I'm trading at 2% during the week, I'll trade at 1% at the beginning of the week. Or if I'm gonna try and trade at 1% for the week, then I'll trade 0.5% for Sunday, Monday, depending on the opportunity that presents itself. Of dangerous. And 400 people here. We didn't even hit 100 likes. Wow. We can do better than that. Throughout the challenge, I did 2. Joseph, it was always at 2. Yeah. I would expect this 4 hour to push up, and for either this 4 hour to push up to here or the next 4 hour push up to here and at least tap up in this area. Yep, send your chart and we'll pull that up. GEA, we'll pull that up if you send it. Yep, dangerous. We'll see what happens. Up H. Oh, hello. Okay. Hold support to the left. Possible target. Yeah, that's possible. I think that looks good. Maybe instead of using this information, maybe use this information. Since that's going to be more recent, that might be more accurate. But if this works, then I think the plan looks good. Yep. Thanks, Mohammed. Let me know what you think. It's a little repetitive, but that's the whole point. It's repetition, repetition, repetition. All trading is, in a sense, for reading candles and zones and stuff like that. It's all the same stuff, just presented in a different way. Okay. To push price through 134.9. If we stay bullish, yeah, I think we could push through that. Might even push through before if we have volume pre-Asian, then we could see a move all the way up to our target before Asian Open even happens, and then Asian Open would do nothing. So we'll see what happens.
Do you think the buy would be above 135?
If you want it to be, it could be.
What's in your mind?
The support level I have marked is what I want to see, how the candles form from that area.
Okay.
Yep. But yeah, if you want to mark that psychological level, 135, nothing wrong with that. But to me, everything looks pretty good up to the left. If we start going bearish and making lower lows and lower highs from this area we're at, and we keep coming down, then we keep coming down. But I think I'm gonna just wait till open and just see which way we break on the hourly. If it goes up, jump in it. If it goes down, then we'll watch it and see what happens. Yep, no problem, Greg. Like I said, we'll see what happens. Since we're bullish now and everything else is bullish on pretty much probably every single time frame, like 15 minutes and up, I think it makes sense to anticipate more bullish movement than bearish until the chart tells us that we're going to go bearish. That's kind of how I'm looking at it for tonight. Bullish until told otherwise. And then I would need your chart did not work, David. So then, that being said, I would need to see minimum probably a 2-hour go bearish or break the low. And if you trade Asian regularly, you'll know that a 30 pip move breaking against a 2-hour candle like that probably going to be much less likely to happen during this session. If it does, it'll probably be more of a fluke. Anything. Asian typically does not move that well. Asian Open was here and we 20 pips. Maybe if we stretch it, we move 25 pips. But mind you, that was 1 to 3.5 hours worth of price to move 25 pips. Not that much. So yeah, I'm kind of waiting for us to pull back or keep going up and then fall back, make support and then take it up, or fall back from here and then kind of go downwards till Asian Open and then start to retrace, pull up and do the move at open. All right, Rabbi will pull this up.
I guess the volume is very low. Maybe it will keep ranging until the Asian Open.
Yeah, I think that's possible. That's typically what happens is we'll see a little up and down move in between the range. Beautiful. Babby, yep. Price, break the 1 hour high resistance. Yes. Traffic to the left. Here, move break even there. Target there. Yep. I think that looks good. Pretty much what I'm looking at, but would resistance to the left, 30 min, affect anything on the move up to the target? It could, but then the idea would be we're going to get lower lows and lower highs up here. We're not going to continue higher highs and higher lows. So we'll see how that's why I'm waiting to see how we react up here. Because if we continue to see higher highs and higher lows, then we're going to be pushing up and there is no resistance pushing from a support or whatever you want to say. That was the hourly close. So maybe we'll see some pullback support and take it up. David, so click on the camera on the top right. This will pop up. You're going to click save image. Then you're going to copy those letters, add letters, numbers, the end, and just that. Yeah, there could be resistance there. Then ideally we would form resistance and then lower low, lower high. Clay, is it something different for gold? Or is it still the same?
A little bit different, mostly the same, but a little bit different.
Okay.
If you want to do it for a few minutes, well, I have a ton of kids here, so if you want to do it real quick, I can do it.
Yep.
Get back to it. All right, I can annotate again too. It's awesome.
Nice.
Okay, so here it is again. Right, buyers tried to push up past here. This level right here couldn't push back. Now we got the rubber band effect. But this is the 1 hour. Can you go to the 4 hour or daily? Actually, let's go to the daily, Paul, if you could, please.
Yep.
And I'll erase this. Let's go to the daily real quick because the daily is what I really want to go to.
Yep. One sec.
No, you're right.
Daily, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so what do we see on the daily right here? Oops.
Full margin sells.
Right there. What do we see?
A sad face.
That is a sad face. That is definitely a sad face. We see a candle with a tail longer than the body. Yep. We see momentum. We see this level here, and I think it's going to push past this level. And that's why I was saying to Y trader, I wouldn't take your trade out at 17.99. I would just move your stop because I think we push above here. And if we push above here, remember 1913 is the next area. So every time see this pattern, we've been talking about this for weeks now, right? Lower, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, and a sad face. So the momentum is still, and now we're coming up to hit this area for the third or fourth time. And remember, the third or fourth time it hits that level, it gets weaker. I would anticipate that we break this level this week.
In Asian session?
No, I don't think it's going to be tonight. I think this week it's Tuesday, right? I don't know what day it is. I think we break that this week and we get up into here.
Okay.
So, but the momentum is the main thing that I really wanted to just talk about real quick was this right here. That candle is the same one as every other candle when we've made a move up, right? Pretty much, except for a little exception right there. But every time you have that pattern, it moves up, doesn't it?
Yep.
So if we're trading probabilities and we're trading the highest probabilities it's probably going to repeat the pattern that's repeating over and over again, right?
Yep.
So I would look for it to break that area. I'm in buys, at 17.95 and like 17.98, and I'll hold them for a while. And then if it breaks this level, right, pulls back to this level, I can buy it again there. But I've got to make sure it breaks by $4 or $5 or 40 or 50 points and then pulls back. So that would be your next area. But I think we will break this area this time, the next time we push through. So That's it. Like it is. So it is similar buy dips.
Yep.
But it's just, this is there. What I really wanted you guys to focus on was this. It tried to go up. It wasn't able to go up. Now it came back down. Now we're going to push back and break. So
Looks like it did maybe a liquidity grab on that daily from earlier today.
yeah, and can you go to the 4-hour real quick? Let's look at the 4 hours.
A nice deep grab.
That was a nice deep grab. See, on the 4 hour, you have the same thing, right? You have the tails. Every tail. So it's definitely doing the swing, the rubber band, but now it's coming deep, like you said, and then it's going to pop up. So I would be looking for buys, but I wouldn't buy until it breaks clear of this level right here at 1816.
Gotcha.
So we're just going to have to wait, which is fine. Patience is fun.
Yep.
But that's it for me. I'll give it back to you. So
Very
I just
nice.
had a window where the kids were being quiet, so I wanted to jump in and do that real quick. The kids were.
Perfect.
So that's it. Thanks, man.
Sure. Time is it? It's 6. Alright. A couple minutes or so, we'll get into those other pairs. Yeah, possible. Yep, we need 240 more likes. Maybe we'll hit 1K today, and then I will order some magic keys at the end of the stream, and then give them away when they get here. Okay, Henry. What do I think on EU? Okay, yep, we'll pull up EU. Send a chart. Looks like it's going bullish. Broke 30-minute resistance, texting. Yeah, see what happens here. So when you have support here, you notice you get higher lows and higher lows, or higher lows and higher highs to go up. So once this comes to this area, you're going to need to see higher lows and higher highs for support to be kind of confirmed, and then price to go up. Yeah, like as long as you see that there, that looks good. Otherwise, if we close and come back below, probably see a move back down to here. Magic keys work with C Trader? I believe it does. I believe it. FD up. Yep. Pretty much exactly it. Yep. That is what we're waiting for. David will pull up GA. Uptrend channel breaks there. Yep. Wait for it to break here to buy. Okay. Yeah, as long as you go bullish and you make higher highs and higher lows, that should work out. Patrick, how would we do the giveaway? Well, once we hit 1,000 views live, I'll order the magic key, and then I'll post something on Instagram, and we'll do one of the giveaway will be someone in the comments, someone will be a random person in the YouTube chat on the one of the live streams, probably on a Thursday, and then another one will be in the private group. I think we're doing 3 total. So Instagram, YouTube, and then someone in the group. So then we're kind of giving back to everyone. Technically, it's a gray chart, to be fair. Yeah, I like it. I like the look of this. I like the blue, gray. Like it. It'll take a second, man. Yeah, hopefully whoever gets picked doesn't have them on. Yeah, yep, I think either of those work. Yep, that's pretty much your target you have is pretty much the 4-hour area I have marked on my screen. It's actually a little lower. It's right on the top of this wick here is where the body is. But yeah. So I'm looking for either here, support, go up. We got high, higher low, higher high. Or we do something here. So we'll wait and see. Yep, what's up, Chuck? We didn't do anything yet. We're just chilling. No trade yet. Still need about 100. Is that 103 likes? 203 likes? 400 by open? Yep, yeah, Patrick, that's how I'm thinking we'll do it is. One in each group, you could say. The mic thing might be you, NJ. I'm literally eating the mic. So I don't think it's on my end. I think that might be you. Yeah, for some reason the music is really loud today because normally we have it at 2% and it's at 1% right now. It's much louder than normal, so not sure what that's about, but whatever. Cannot be any lower. If it goes any lower, it goes off, so nobody asked about the music today. How many grams of protein in the mic? So far today, I think 240 so far today. Yeah, Ty, you need to get in Zoom, bro. Come chat it up. Give you some moderator privileges. Yeah, get in Zoom. What mic? It is a called toner. It's a blue toner mic, and then a mic stand little thingy. What's up, Bingo? Welcome. Oh, I gotcha. Good luck, Gerja. Hopefully that works out. I'm waiting for this 30 to close, and then if we get a new high and a higher low, then I like it. But this hourly really hasn't gone anywhere yet, and I think it's gonna come down a little more. Yep, gyms are open for now. Hopefully they stay open. No nonsense going on. That would really Feel the vibes. Yep, yeah, I saw that too. I believe that's 2. Yeah. Tentative, so we'll see. Brown Panther, these wicks. No. We're kind of at that level right now. At it. Kind of here already. So then the idea would be, if we're going to have resistance, we make lower lows and lower highs. And then we don't break above. But we have clear candles breaking down through it. And then these candles sort of came up, did a little bit of a retest, formed resistance, came back down. So now that we are above there, we can form support there. Should head up a little bit. The game plan at least. Nope, no fibs. Nice job, Ryan. Good luck. Change your risk and don't overtrade. Still need, got about 45 minutes for 183 more likes. See, if I don't think we've ever hit that by open. Waiting for open. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Waiting for open would be a good idea. Got a banger today. Alright, let's I'm gonna step away real quick and then we'll start breaking down these other pairs for people who don't look at only GJ like I do. Yes, tides. I'll be waiting. If this doesn't break above on this next 30-minute, then I'll be waiting for the first 15 minutes of open to pass.
All right, that sounds good.
Yep, I am back. We're gonna run through some of these pairs, probably just the more popular ones. So gold we did, but we're gonna do zones on it and just see if there's any opportunities for tonight. First off, 4-hour distance, big area. Be aware of 2-hour. Yep, still there. Looks like 2-hour sitting on here. Check out the 1-hour. Put the 1-hour down there. Drag this up to top. Yeah, going up, it's just really messy going up. Here, maybe get that wick fill if you get above here. But probably better off waiting for price to pull down, making clean moves, and then get in for buys, and then holding runners breakthrough versus trying to buy into this. I think that would be a better opportunity. This there, and then most resistant. So for Asian session, I would say if we can get a close under here, or we come to here and we continue to make lower lows and lower highs, we could see some sort of drop, maybe into this area here where the wicks kind of are. Line up with those bodies over here, something like that. That's about 20-30 pip move. That could be a nice trade for Asian session for sells if that's what's presented. Otherwise, see what happens at these two levels, and then look to do something from there. I would say buying above here to here, not super great because you run in this area as well, then you run into this area, and if you get above here, run into this area. So going up, I think you're better off waiting for how we went up, pull back, and then you get in. I think that would be better, a better opportunity for that. So maybe a pullback to here, or even a pullback down to here, and then look to take a buy. That would probably be a much better buy opportunity. What's up, Samurai? Sim, you have a 75% trade live. Patience is fun. You take do less simulating and more focusing on live trading, and then to have a real conversation with yourself on why you're trading. Yep, so we'll hit EJ and then we'll do UJ, and maybe AJ. EJ. Are we coming in? Wow. Coming into some wicks. That could be a target if we get above there. Yeah, got monster room to the upside. That would be nuts. Definitely, probably not going to happen in Asian. I say definitely probably because Asian does not move 80 pips. but you never know. Looks like it's kind of made a high. We need to wait for a pullback. So we'll say this level here. Definitely interesting. And we got this support here. Also interesting. Could even mark this one here. So let's look at the 4-hour quick. So 4 hours making higher highs and higher lows. That's good. Looking very bullish. Daily as well. Daily's got a lot of room. Yeah, daily could make a push for, obviously not today in this one daily candle, but could see a nice run up to 123.730 area. We're up in here. 123.550, 700, something like that. 2 hour, still extremely bullish. 1 hour. So with open, depending on where this 30-minute goes, we might see a wick down into here, kind of grab some stuff off of here, make this bottom wick, and then a drive up. So I would be aware of that. So if it breaks that bullish hourly with no bottom wick, I wouldn't say that's a good sell spot for breaking an hourly low, because it has no bottom wick. So if we look at this candle, we came down, we tested this area down here, and we didn't like it, so we pulled up. This one just kept going up. It didn't come down and like test and pull off of it again. So there's a good chance that this could come back, make a bottom wick with the Asian open volume, and then continue to drive up. Be aware of that. 30-minute, yep, maybe support here, see what happens. For sells, I would say maybe if it kind of pushes down and then comes back up and hits resistance, then take it down to here. Otherwise, if it gets below here, take it down here, or even area here. Got a nice move up, maybe a nice move down, but everything is super bullish, so got to be aware of that as well. J, so messy. Kind of sitting at this resistance. Yep, same thing. If UJ makes higher highs and higher lows on this hourly time frame, you're going to see that push back up to the high up in here. If it comes down, maybe sell underneath here down to here, but again, it's Asian. That's a lot of movement, a lot of stuff to push through. Might not do that. And if we look, we have kind of this here, higher low, higher low, higher low. Structures pointing to the upside, so buys are going to be better, a better trade as of now. Relay, I have no idea. We will find out when it happens. AJ, so we'll hit AJ then as well. Looks like it tapped into resistance. Might push down towards support. We'll mark this one here. Check out the 30-minute, see if we can find another one. We do. Right there, so we'll make this look a little bit better. Yeah, I think if it comes down to here and makes support, maybe take it back up. Or if it pushes back up and hits and finds resistance again, and take it back down to support here. And then see where you run from there. But looking like everything is pretty bullish, but did kind of tap into this really heavy area. So I would just be aware of buying up here at this top area. Maybe sells are better from up here and buys are better down here or down here or something like that for AJ. Like GJ is pushing down a little bit. I just want to see what this hourly candle does, because if we break up, I think we are going to see a very beautiful move. Hope no trades. Yep, 2.
I like for this hourly to stay like this, not break below the support now, below the resistance.
I mean, if it closes bearish and then we break above, I think that's perfect.
Yeah, but I want to close it, like almost right where it is right now, so it's still above the resistance area.
Yeah, but if we push up and break the high, then we created support, so it doesn't matter.
Okay, that is true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So even if it does close a little bit underneath, if price doesn't make a low and it pushes up and breaks the high, oh,
Yeah, and this gives it how many pips is this? Let's see. Oh, only 7 pips. What? That was a bit bigger. But gives it enough room for the first 15 minutes if you like.
the Mola GA looks, or G, not GA, GU looks good to, looks like if you can form support, and again, higher highs and higher lows, price should head up. What'd you say, Gerson? I totally.
I was just saying the candles, the hourly candles, like almost big enough where the first 15, it won't just like give us like some sort of like random wick if it closes in a decent size. If you get what I mean, like it's hard to explain.
I do, but
The
Asian
7
Open's
pips
going to
only.
bring more volume than whatever's happening right now. So regardless of how big or small that is, it's whatever comes is stronger, if anything happens. So we'll see.
Yeah, I hope something happens with this clean traffic. Or one day where we got clean traffic like this and nothing happens. Oh my god.
I think we'll see.
Yeah.
Yep, yeah, rejected because of what's over here. But if we make higher highs and higher lows, we break up and go to the upside. So if this support's going to hold and we get higher highs and higher lows, get above here, price goes up. Otherwise, if we get here and we keep making lower lows, lower highs, price comes down. Alright, Samurai, yep, I must have missed it. I see it now. Yep. for a break out of the range in New York session. Makes sense. It has a lot of volume in there. Might have something in London as well. Yep, just pullbacks. Remember, this is a beastie 30-minute candle, so. And we now have 3 30 minutes that don't even cover half of it. So we'll see what open brings, see if open brings more bullish strength. Daryl, I'll be looking to buy hourly at the break of the hourly previous candle. For sells, I don't really see anything for sells, to be honest. Not for me. I like buys. I'd probably just let sells go. That would be my plan. What caused the spike? I don't know. Price just wanted to go up, I guess. Strong pound, maybe. Weekend. Something. But it went up, so. We will see. Yep, yeah, Daryl. So everything's bullish, so I'm gonna only look for buys. And if sells happen, then I'm gonna just let it do its thing.
That daily pulled way back.
Oh yeah. There's a Trump speech. Gotcha. Yeah.
Hey, Paul, can I jump in real quick on the US 30?
Yeah.
The key to the US 30, guys, is it always ends up following a trend for most of the day. So once it opens at 9:30 Eastern time, just wait a little bit, find out what the trend is going to be. And most of the days, it will go with the trend. It's actually not a hard pair to trade if you can identify what the trend for the day is going to be. Because most days it'll go up 500 and the next day it'll go down 500. It's just, if you can really look into the trend, find what it's going to be for the day, you can make a lot of money on it. But you got to get the trend right. Because it'll eat your lunch.
Otherwise, it'll lose all your money.
Yeah. So I lost my first 2 this week, each 200 points, and then I'm in one for plus 700 right now. So you just got to find the trend. You got to trade the trend.
Clay, that's actually called thinking outside the box. Very, very smart.
Well, my new T-shirt it's called "Thinking You Should Try It Sometime." I just got that for the other day. It's just logic. Just look for the trend, follow the trend, and every time it dips, if it's a downtrend for the day, look for every time it retraces and sell. If it's an uptrend for the day, look for every dip to buy, and it will follow that pattern almost every day. Today was just one of those buy days, right?
Yeah. Yes, sir. I think a lot of stuff was buys today.
Yeah, it's been pretty crazy.
Garjat, is that you?
Yeah, possibly coming down to that area.
Mm-hmm.
But it's actually not a difficult pair to trade if you understand a few simple concepts. It's really not hard.
Yeah, people make trading a lot more complicated than it should be.
Well, and he says today US 30 just exploded. It doesn't mean it's always going to follow his daily. No, and I didn't say it's always going to follow it, but 80% of the time, 70% of the time, if you can make it follow it, then it's going to be, I don't need it to follow it every time. I need it to follow it at least 50% of the time, 40% of the time if I practice proper risk management, right? If I practice 2-to-1 risk reward, I only need to be right 4 out of 10 times. So I don't need to be right every time. I just need to be right with my risk reward. So.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's is that what your risk reward? What is your typical risk reward?
Well, I've found that to trade the US 30 properly, you need a 200-point stop loss, which is a lot. That's a deep stop loss. But I'm usually going for at least 600 to 800 points. So that would be 3-to-1, I guess.
Uh-huh.
But it's a deep stop loss, and there's been a couple times I've been really close to that, and then it just races back the other way. So it's a deep one, you know. And your minimum contract, you know, you can do $1. That's $200. That's a lot, but if you get it right, you can do really well. Sorry.
How do you determine direction for the day? Like, what do you consider? What factors?
Well, like I said, I wait till the 9:30 open, 9:30 Eastern time, and then I usually kind of give it a couple, like an hour, and see it, and it usually will pick a direction for the day. I mean, if you go to the US 30, if Paul wants to while he's waiting, you can see that most days it will follow a pretty defined trend for the day. And it could totally reverse the next day. It might be the complete opposite, but most of the time for the day, it'll do that.
It'll trend really hard in one direction.
Yes.
Just US 30, right?
Yeah.
Tones.
There's kids crying in the background. I'll try and keep it as quiet as I can. So
Which one? Top one, CFD, Awanda?
Yeah, the top one. And if you go to the 1 hour, so if you look at that, big down move, right? That was yesterday, wasn't it? The big down move. Then it consolidated right at support level. I can annotate this. I'll just annotate it for a second. I wasn't going to do it anymore. I want to take up much more of your time. Let me just do this real quick.
Your mic cut out. Can't hear you.
Okay. I said I didn't want to take up much more of your time, but I'll just do this real quick. So you have this right here, right? Came down and hit this area. This is the big down move. Came and consolidated right here, and now it's done nothing but up. So yesterday was the down trend, and it did that all day long, and then it consolidated at a support level. And then every time it goes up today, here's your higher low, here's your higher low, and here's your higher low. It came right up to here, and that was kind of a trick, right? Because that's right at the close, and then it gapped up. But it came in right to the level it went to before, and now it's gapped up. The next level for me would be 27,200. But if you can catch that trend for the day, you know, then you should do pretty well on it.
No, you're good. I said that's a nice move.
So yesterday I did this one, not right at the top. I don't ever usually guess it right at the top, but then we consolidated and we did this one at 26,190, I think is where I got it this morning. So, but even this move up here, right? This move here was a day move, right? So if you can there's an entry right there. There's another entry right there with that candle. There's several entries. Once that trend is developed that you could have gotten in consolidation, and then it goes in the direction it went before consolidation. So it's actually not a hard target trade. Anyway, I will duck out now.
Got 12 minutes. See what this monster wants to do today.
Gigi just looks so pretty, man.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't seen this in so long. It's mesmerizing.
Yeah.
Come on, Asian Open already happened.
I think we can keep going up. Oops.
It looks like red folder news. It could come out anytime, right?
I think it comes out. I think it's released whenever at open. What I was told, but that could be wrong. Forgot who told me that, but yeah, I'm sure Sharma would know. I don't know where she's at though.
I think she said she had to go to a meeting.
RG, because nobody does Asian session. And there's a lot of people out there that still are trying to figure this whole thing out, and the only time they can look at a live market is when they get off work at 3 or 5 p.m., which is Asian session. So as the better sessions to trade are New York and London, there's a lot of people that aren't able to trade that currently. So trying to help those people out so they and maybe get to do this full time, and then they can trade those more optimal sessions. But you can still get some pips in Asian. It's just they're going to be really quick in and out trades. Maybe a few good entries for runners into New York or London, but for the most part, 10-20 pips in and out, and that's about it.
Paul, can you drop down to the 30-minute real quick?
What up, Luther?
And can you go back to the hourly? I just want to see something real quick.
Go back to the what?
Hourly.
Why'd you tell me to come to the 30 then?
I just want to see something. Okay. I was just checking if it matched up with this hourly possible support now on the 30-minute.
Gotcha.
I want to see where this candle closes. If it closes back inside the range on the smaller time frames, then we could maybe come down to 135, 570. I don't know.
We can come down to 135 or go up to 130.
All right, 134, 570.
Gotcha.
If we, if we break back down to the range down there. But
Yep.
yeah, ideally, like looking for some buys right on the top of this old range would be super ideal.
What I'm thinking.
It makes sense, but with market structure, the higher time frames, and the daily pulled way back. Looks like we reacted off of like 134's psychological level, maybe.
I looked at it as a 4-hour. There was like a 4-hour support there, and like I looked at it as a liquidation area.
Yeah, there's a bunch of traffic over there when you look to the left. Like daily support, 4-hour support.
Just a really heavy area. This is where we drove off from last week to here, and then we had that big move up. Came back down to it, so another big drive up. Pretty much.
Massive zone.
Yeah, we might go back up to 130, 135, 400 and retest those highs up there.
How much time's left? We got 7 minutes still left. Come on, man. Give me the massive 50 push up today. Perfect room to go.
Yeah, that's true.
If any day Asian session was going to do it, it would be today.
You think so?
Yeah, if there's like the volume there, because the next zone is 70 pips up theoretically.
Yep. Rabbi, it's just prices just going down. It's just doing its thing. Asian Open, we see a pullback, so maybe we're pulling back to go up. Who knows?
Hasn't like hourly hasn't broken anything.
We're just sitting
Still-
inside this candle, so if we get up,
Yeah.
go up.
And if it comes down, it just looks messy until I have a zone drawn up near like 134, 570 area. Like those wicks. Yeah,
Mhm.
where exactly your line is. Like those wicks are just messy to me.
Yep. Okay, what do we need? 120 more likes to hit that goal in Asian Open. Now up to 700 people live. And I think we were 250 away from the goal yesterday for the giveaway. I think we got up to like 740. So got 5 more minutes. For what would have to happen for my bias to change for sells? I highly doubt Asian session has the volume to do it, but I'd want to see a push down and then a pull up a resistance form either here or back up here and then take it down. Or if this 4-hour closes bearish in an hour, then I would be able to take sells. And then I think we would target this wick fill. But then again, coming into this messiness again. Is that a fake out? It could be. We end up making lower lows, lower highs. We respect the high of this bearish and we come down. Yeah, that could be a fake out and then we would come down. So I actually went over how to kind of anticipate, predict, or just limit the amount of times you get caught in fake outs. So if you go to the page, you go to the videos, it'll be this one here. That's going to tell you or help you understand fake outs as well as what we do here. We do a lot of anticipating breaking of supports and resistances because Asian, you typically get a push and that's it. And there is no break or retest 90% of the time. It's just, it goes and that's it. You're either in it or you're not. So a lot of people question that. So I made a video for it and it works really well for the most part for the Asian session. And it works even better in New York because there's more volume. That'll kind of explain how to understand candles better, higher lows, higher highs, lower lows, lower highs. As well as I have went into how to identify when the market's going to range a little bit before it kind of does too much and then you get caught in it. You can kind of identify it a little sooner, as well as how fake outs typically when they occur. Yep, yeah. Make sure watch it. Let me know if it was helpful, if you liked it, didn't like it. Feedback is
This is what I want to see. Boom. Bang. Bada beepity. Bop. Like that. Exactly like that.
no wicks whatsoever, just straight bodies.
No wicks, just straight.
Gotcha. I think you should talk to Raja about that thigh. I've watched his live streams. His mic sounds fine. So, I don't know. Indicators. If you like indicators, then use indicators. That's my take. I like just price action and higher lows, supports and resistances, just so I know where a reaction could occur. And then yeah.
Yeah, I remember Paul showing us this fork indicator one time. It was quite good.
So what?
Was it fork or what was it? The indicator you were using?
Was that a joke that one night?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, as I say, we had a bunch of circles and forks on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I jump in for a second, Paul, on this?
Yeah.
So it's coming up to another, it's right here, right? That red line you circled, right there, right there. So it's just having a hard time getting through that. Once we break through clearly with this candle here, we'll have clear sailing. Up through here, up into here, up into here. So, and this is the momentum we need right here. But it's taking some time. This is a key level right here. So it's just taking some time. Yep. And higher lows, like you were just saying, right? Higher low, still momentum. It's just taking a little bit of time, but there's your key right there. This is the key right here. That wick right, or that tail right there. That's momentum. It's just going to take a little bit of time. So be patient. But if you break out above it and then pull back to it, you should have really clear sailing for a long ways.
Yeah, I'd like to see a wick down and we go up.
Let's see what Asian Open brings us right now.
Mm-hmm. I'd like it to not break right away.
I like it to get a bottom leg first, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm just not so convinced on the buys yet. Just
Why
looking
not?
at just looking at like if you look at sort of market structure, I suppose there's probably I mean I haven't really got like a chart labeled up or anything, but if you look at say support on the 30-minute at around 134.880, then if you look at the what's happened up until this point, so we've kind of come up to that level, and now we formed a resistance, what we see on the 30-minute, and we formed a resistance here now on the 1 hour. So I mean, it could just push up and start breaking up, but me personally, I think that we're going to see Asian Open push us back down to support, just in my opinion, because I think it's quite a strong, very strong level. It's obviously a previous buy area, so plus the daily candle. If we're going to hold this support, I think we needed to make a bit more of a daily bottom wick. So I mean, yeah, I'm just not convinced for the buyers. I actually think we're going to fall back down to that support area at around 134.614. That's what I think.
Do you think the daily is going to pull all the way down there?
What?
Hit 134.6.
Where your cursor is.
Wow.
Yeah, I think we're going to push back down to support. Yeah.
The only thing I would say is like I was gonna say, we could like still go up and then come back down in New York or London and then create like a bigger daily wick. You get what I mean?
Yeah,
like Asian session doesn't have that type of volume.
Yeah, of course. But then you could also argue that maybe we're going to come back down, and then in the London, New York session, with the clean traffic, will come pushing up to 135, 400. It's just if Paul don't mind zooming out, just so people can
Were you talking
see
about
what
this
I'm
area?
going.
I just want to
Yeah,
confirm with you.
yeah. So if you zoom out a little bit more, that's cool. So if I'll just get the annotator up quick. Yeah, so it looks like if you look at it like this, we've got this support area here, right? Do you see that?
Yeah.
And then you see how now we have, based on the 30-minute, we're now rejecting here, right? So definitely the better buy would be above this level. But as well on the 1 hour, the way that we closed was like a strong 1 hour bearish candle. And if you look at market structure in terms of a higher time frame, I suppose, we've sort of got this like downward bearish trend, although on the higher time frames as well we are sort of bullish. But I'm looking at, because we're respecting, if this was a support, and because we're respecting the support, that maybe we're going to fall back down to this area here. That's what I'm looking at anyway, but I'm not going to personally like execute based off that idea. It's just something that I'm just looking at and I think it's going to happen. But otherwise, if I can get a close above 134, 880, 900, then essentially that will be breaking that level, because right now we rejected coming further up. But I mean, ultimately we have to see what happens. So right now, I don't think that there's a buy's bias personally right now. I don't also see any sales opportunity right now, but yeah, that's just the way I see it. Like it could just run. It could just run and keep pushing up. It's not we've seen it been done, but just the way, if you look how we close at that level based on the 30 minutes, we had 3 bearish 30 minutes. We had a 1 hour candle close quite strong at that level. So definitely maybe want to see, I think maybe a 1 hour close above or a 30-minute close above for a continuation. But right now, I think we're rejecting that area currently. But I'm gonna just give it maybe another hour and then see where we go.
I see what you're saying. For sure, like might kind of pull back, whatever, for London or for New York to end up taking us up with clean traffic to the left. And this might be like, kind of faking out a bunch of traders to gain liquidity to go down. So yeah, I'm also gonna wait. I'm gonna be a little cautious. I'm just gonna wait for a close above. I'm not gonna take this buy as it breaks the high right now, just because I do think it is a pretty strong area when you look left. So I'm just gonna wait for a close. I feel a little bit more comfortable with that. So that's my plan.
You don't want to overthink it though either, because we're still making higher lows on the hourly, 1, 2, 3, 4 hours in a row so far. So you don't want to overthink.
Yeah, it does look extremely bullish.
Yeah, I'm just waiting on this. So if this did already break, I'm not in yet. I'm just waiting for the first 50 minutes. Then I'll look to. Plus, I think we need more of a bottom wick as well.
Yeah, no, I see what you're saying, Paul. I just think if you view it as these strong areas, taking buys and sells based off I suppose where you're seeing price like moving really fast, and it looks like it's gonna continue with the clean traffic. Obviously, you've seen where price can just come in and close back in the range. So that's why when you're taking them type of like impulse entries, I suppose you need to really look at how you manage the trade. But I think that definitely what you're saying, Dorian, is the safer bet would be if we can get a close above this level, then we should then see maybe the hourly come down, do like some form of retest, and then I don't see why we shouldn't push up to 135, say 400, based on the clean traffic for sure. But if you wait for the close, then now you're going to have a lot more confidence, executing rather than saying, well, I mean, we look left, it's clean traffic. You know, if I take this buy, it should work out. And then you're going to hold it because you're convinced that you want that trade to work out, and you're not going to take confidence in your execution. So I think if you wait for the confirmations, you know, in terms of trading psychology as well, it's all going to help just by having confidence in what you've analyzed, what you've wait to see happen. And then you're not going to be so bummed out if it didn't work out because you knew that's what you were going to do before you even done it, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we need to close. I think this could run now. The closing is irrelevant because if this level was that strong, why did we just run through it in the middle of the day? Maybe it's not that strong. What I'm thinking.
Can I also add into point is like the thing I was saying? Yeah, I agree with Paul here. Another thing I also looked at is this hourly. I have a similar resistance drawn here. Is we came down, broke below, but we closed back up on top of it. Like if we're gonna continue to come down, I feel like we should not have closed above the now support, and we should have closed back in this range somewhat. And to me, it just looks like it's gonna created a new higher low to continue heading further up. The way that this hourly candle closed, I feel like gave me a lot of information on what's gonna occur.
Just running.
Because we broke, I'm not sure necessarily what causes move, but we broke this so easily. Like it didn't have any sort of hesitation. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there wasn't that much struggle.
I don't need to get confused saying I didn't think it wasn't gonna go up.
No. I know.
There's all possibility. I'm only looking at you know, how I look at things. I always look at it based on probability, right?
Yeah.
So I totally agree with Paul. Based on the hourly time frame, it looks like we're going to continue bullish, right? But the thing that I got to look at is if I look previous to that. So right now this current candle's open, but this is only based on how I view it.
That we talked about.
Yeah. Sorry, I couldn't really hear, but you know, what I was saying was basically, I know this candle is just currently open, and I know it has come up and broken all the highs, but like I suppose currently, because we haven't, in the way I see it, closed above that area, we haven't done something yet that the other candles couldn't do. I know we're making a new high, and I definitely agree with Paul. If this is a strong area, we should start, you know, falling back down to support by now. But I just think that, you know, currently the only way to say that we, you know, the bullish momentum and that candles are doing something that the other candles couldn't do because they rejected this area, we'd want to see like a bullish engulfing candle, which would be breaking above this resistance. So I definitely think if we can do that, then this level was there to be broken. Otherwise, I'm gonna just wait the 18 minutes and see, because I'm just not convinced yet. But that's just me.
What if the 15-minute close above these X? Would that be some strong confirmation for you, or would you look for a 30-minute only?
No, I'd want to see I would want to see a 30-minute, only because just based off when I've previously taken trades based off the 15-minute, I've seen a lot lower success rate, especially when it comes to breaking of levels. Because when you get a 30-minute, the way I see it is when you get a 30-minute candle break, if that's the first 30-minute of the hourly, I'm looking at it now. I've only got half the duration for price to stay bullish, or the next 30-minute candle to continue bullish, which would mean that the hourly continues staying bullish. Because if the next candle comes down and starts breaking the lows and starts flipping bearish, then the hourly candle is going to flip, isn't it? Because it's the next the second 30-minute candles. That's why I tend to like to enter on the first half of the hourly. But I just find that the 15-minute, because I suppose if you think about it, you've got another 3 other candles within an hourly candle, and you've got another one candle within a 30-minute. If you just wait the extra 15-minute candle, because then you could say now you're getting 2 15-minute candles closing above that area compared to just one. So one 30-minute candle closing above that area is now what you could argue, say, 2 15-minute candles closing above, tapping into the area, now creating some form of minor support. So now when you look at it based on the 30-minute, now the next 30-minute should do some form of little retest, respecting that area and continue breaking highs. That's what you want to see once you're seeing price respecting that level once we've broken above. That's what I would want to look. And then if we're getting the 30-minute close above, now we're starting to say that the probabilities are increasing, yeah, pretty much that. So I just like to look at it in terms of probability, and then I know I'm getting myself out of stupid trades, because right now I would say, well, okay, yeah, we did come up and break the highs. I could have taken maybe a potential impulse entry, but then I suppose at the moment the probability is still kind of 50-50, because we did just reject, and I know we've just rejected. So why would I take a buy? Because I know what's factual and what's happened, and we just rejected that area. So that's sort of what I'm seeing.
You're talking about this bearish candle, the one you're talking about rejection?
Yeah, so
Okay.
if you look, we've currently rejected. I know this candle's bullish, and I know we're still open. I don't disagree that I think we could go bullish and just continue running up. But if you look at it, just say from my perspective for a sec, because this candle's still open, it hasn't done something different yet, because it hasn't, the information hasn't been printed. Does that make sense? We're still seeing what's happening. So I think once the information's there on the chart, and you can say, okay, now this candle did close bullish, and we're closing above that key area, and we are seeing, backed up with what Paul's saying about the higher highs, higher lows. So now I can say, I can execute with the confidence that I've got a lot of things in my favor, a lot of boxes are ticked, the confirmations are there. So it's all going to be a lot easier taking that trade, rather than I would say taking some form of entry right now.
Yeah, the only, I 100% agree with you. Like the close obviously is a stronger confirmation, but the way that I'm looking at it is, the 15-minute just closed right now. If the next 15-minute break this high, if it's going to continue doing what it has been, where it's been kind of creating these higher lows and respecting those higher lows to continue going up, once it breaks this high, theoretically it has clean room to run here, because it's showing you, right, the structure is showing you right now that it's still respecting the higher lows and higher lows and higher highs. And when you drop down to the hourly, I don't see, there's no sort of confirmation that's saying that it's going to continue heading down. Can you drop down to hourly, Paul? We had one bearish candle, but one candle doesn't change the structure. It hasn't broken any low at all. On my MT4 even broke the high, so it hasn't broken any structure. One bearish close doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to go come all the way back down to a daily wick. It has been creating, obviously this one created a low wick, but it has been creating higher highs for like the past how many hours? That's the thing I was looking at. And this looked like a higher low to continue going further up. And now the first 50 minutes we know is kind of like can do the FU wick, where it does wick up either direction, because the surge of volume does come. So that's why we don't take the impulse buy on the first 50 minutes. Let it close. Now, if you drop down to the 50 minutes fall.
You know, I definitely agree with what you're saying, 100%. And I'm not saying that we're going to come down based off the hourly. I'm just not convinced that we're going to come up. Me personally, if I don't see something by, let's say, another 40 minutes, then I'm just going to presume that we are just going to range between 134, say 870, and 134, 635.
You mean range between this?
Pretty much. So that support that we so around 134, so 630, a little bit lower, but it's that sort of 30-minute range. I totally agree with you in terms of we are making higher highs. Hourly just looks like some form of like a retracement candle. I definitely don't disagree with you, but I suppose that because now the previous 1 hour is bearish, you'd want to see a candle in your direction, right? So then you'd want to drop down to say the 30-minute, which would then what I'd be saying is if this 30-minute closes bullish and it closes above, now we can expect the second half of this current hourly to continue moving bullish. And then you would be right in what you're saying is that we are creating higher highs, higher lows. But what I'm saying is just for me to get the extra confirmation, say that we get a close above, because even if this candle closes, say as is, for me it would still be respecting 135. 134, 870, 880.
Yeah. One thing, I agree to almost everything you said, but I think on hourly,
Oh
you know, you
my
said
god.
yeah. You want to stop talking, Paul?
You guys have gone back and forth and said the same thing like 5 times. I think we got it. You guys both agree with each other. You have different perspectives. Perfect. Perfect.
I'll be looking at entry once it breaks this 15-minute high.
If you were saying different stuff, we would continue. But every time one of you said something, the next one went back and repeated the same thing, different words, and then the next one's like, I completely agree, but this is what I see.
I see his
Like,
perspective.
oh
It's
my
not like I
god.
disagree completely.
Yes,
What
we
do you
see
think?
it.
Here, I'll say this. I'm not sure if
God.
some viewers came late though. If you go on the daily, that's what me and Sharma were talking about before. If you go on the daily, quickly.
I'm gonna just walk outside. Okay. All right.
That's what me and Sharma were talking about before. If you zoom out, if we're just kind of looking at like patterns where we created the massive top wick, smaller bottom wick, massive bottom wick, a smaller top wick, massive top wick, smaller bottom wick, massive bottom wick. Now theoretically, if I'm not saying this is going to play out at all, but this is what we're kind of playing with, that now this should technically create a massive bottom top wick where we would be able to get our scalp.
Yes.
Also respecting this higher low, but our trigger is already lower than that.
Yep, we have rejected that 134 area. And we should push up to the high. So if we just pretend this is a 30-minute time frame, we tap the support. We're kind of making a new support here as we broke highs, and now we're making higher highs and higher lows. And if we're going to respect it, we should continue to push up to the high. Stream was getting
Sorry, stream.
Yeah, sorry about that.
No, you're good. Different perspectives are good, but
I know
in,
we were
in
going back and
moderation.
forth a little bit. No,
Yeah, do you know what? To be honest with you, I've been awake nearly like bloody 24 hours, so I didn't even know really what I was saying or doing. I was just staring at my screen and just talking.
All good, all good. Just didn't want it to go on forever, because if I wouldn't have stopped it, I think you guys would have still been on. Gerjat would be like, Harrison, I agree, but I think this. And we would have been on episode 20 of what you guys agree on.
Yeah, so let's see what this next 15-minute does.
Yeah, I'm watching this 30-minute because I just want to see where we go. 15 minutes already over with. And I'm not going to go buy up here. That would be buying the high for me. Rule. Or not my new rule, but my rule I'm trying to improve upon. So I'm not going to take that. But I want to see where this 30-minute goes. Go from there. Maybe we do come down. Who knows? If we do, then this Asian volume, this wick was then the wick that disrespected the candles. And then the next ones follow suit. Lower low, lower high, or higher high, higher low. Twitter. Yep. Okay. No, Alfredo. I think if you entered at the hourly break, that was good. I personally of the Asian Open. So now a little bit of a waiting game. We'll see what happens. Yep. Yeah. 4 hour could close and bring the next move. I agree. We'll see how this closes. But yeah, record. I think we hit a record high. We were at like 750 something, 740. Maybe we'll hit 1K views today, and then get a set of magic keys given away finally after 7 months. Yeah, I wonder what the other JPY pairs are doing. If they're also doing something similar. So EJ, yep, so pushed up, kind of stuck there. UJ came down, but like it might be stuck at support. Oh no, 15-minute closed, way underneath. So then we should, if we're coming down to fill this wick and hit support, we should respect this bearish 15-minute here. Hourly, okay, maybe not. Hourlies, if we look at this, if we respect this, I think we're still bullish. For UJ at least. Damn. Harrison and Berja are gonna have to suit up for tomorrow's session.
I seen that. I seen the.
Some guys bringing a knife if you guys keep flirting with each other.
Come at us, bro. Me and Harrison will tag team on.
Yeah, I think I got my money on Harrison and Gerzat. Sorry, Steven. And if this closes ugly and it just kind of dances, we'll wait for the 4-hour close, and then I think we're gonna have a much better move if we don't get one after this 30. Yes, Alex. Yes. And in a few weeks, Gerzat will be able to say yes as well. You guys don't need to apologize. It was good up until the third time around the merry-go-round. Then we had to chill it out a little bit. Other than that, it was good. The different viewpoints, different ideas. Good. But yeah, so with the first 15-minute that I was waiting for, and then I ended up just waiting for the 30-minute anyways, because they both just kind of look like crap. The thought was, if we did break above here in the first 15 minutes, I just had this feeling that we were going to be pulling back, filling to this wick. Just because if we were going to go up, I feel like we would have pushed down first, expected this dance down here for 15-30 minutes, and then broke up if that's where it was going to go. And since it didn't make a bottom wick and it just broke up, I was kind of anticipating a pullback first, and then if we continue. But I wanted to see how things kind of settled. If you're new here, make sure you like, subscribe. Here every Sunday to Thursday, 5:30 to 8:30 or 9 p.m. Central. I don't think we. Yeah, I think there's still some juiciness to come, but those were two decent moves. Now it's real quick. Again, if you're new, there's a giveaway once we hit 1,000 live viewers. Typically, if we get more likes, the viewers continue to grow. It gets us there a little sooner. RG, I agree with you too, but it could go up. Garja, do you agree?
Yes, but I think it's gonna go sideways.
Alright, stream's over. We're done. I'm done.
Yes, but
I'm done. That was really funny. You guys need to do more. I think we should do a once a month. We'll do a Gershot and Harrison analysis, and we'll have you two go back and forth, and then we'll just count how many times it happens to where you guys are like, nope, I agree, but
Thursdays we'll do that.
Thursdays, yeah, because the analysis was good. The ideas, they were good. Perspectives were good.
it'll be as long as that 10-hour Nyan Cat video.
Thursdays are the days where we can have a bit of fun.
Yeah.
Near end of the week.
Yeah, no, we joke. They're both very, very good traders. If they weren't, they probably wouldn't be allowed to speak here consistently. Like, I mean, I let them go back and forth for a couple minutes, probably 5-6 minutes. If they were spitting nonsense, they would have been cut off right away. Harrison is a very good trader. Gerzat is a very good trader. I think that, yeah, I think Alex is right. I think Alex is right. They were just flirting.
I have all love for Harrison. He has all love for me.
Yeah,
I'm sure you
we had a bad way of hiding it.
Start that new channel, Paul. Dating with Paul.
That would be some next level. Yeah, Frankie. Just I like simple. That's all. I really like simple. Ever since I was put on to simplicity, anything that's just what if this, what if this, what if this, like, let's just, how about if this happens, we do this. If it
I just want to know when that oil dip is coming.
We don't do anything.
When's the oil dip coming?
I don't know.
Oil dip.
When's the oil dip coming? That's all I want to know.
What's the call on the dip again?
Yeah.
Hey, Clay.
Chat, what did you guys catch today? Any trades for the other pairs that Paul was doing any analysis on before?
I don't think
Up and down.
I don't think gold didn't go anywhere yet. Jay has not gone anywhere yet. BA, no. UJ, no. Everything's still stuck, so I think that 4-hour close will provide us that information of where we're going. Say if you're looking for the breaks of lows, I would advise against the break of this 30-minute low. As we look at these tails every time, still making higher lows. I would advise against that, but that's just I don't know.
What's 4-hour looking like right now? Broken everything to the left.
Break that bearish 15-minute. We're going to see the wick fill on the 30-minute and the continued move to the upside. But we need to respect this low first. So we'll see if we get that. I'll take that. I like that idea.
That's the only decent stop loss too.
I'll put the stop on that. So this is an if because we haven't done it yet, but it's a plan for if it happens. If we get above here, I'm going to take a buy. Stop loss right here. EP 1 to 1, 2 to 1. Once we break above here, probably look to manage the risk a little bit. Yeah, how big of a stop is that? About 8 pip stop. Okay. If we break the low though, it invalidates the idea, and then we go back to waiting.
I've been in sales because I didn't think that we were going up. So actually, I'm already in.
Oh, you got in already?
Well, see, I'm trying out some new things.
Okay.
I like looking at the 1 minute for market structure, and I saw some market structure rejecting the upside. So I decided to jump in. I'm in at like 840, but I got in like 15 minutes ago. So I've been in this trade for a little while. I think I might add a position if we break the low, because I think we can head down to like 720.
Yeah, I think if we come down, we will correct that bullish push up that we had pre-Asian. I think that makes sense.
Hmm.
But if it does break that low, I think it looks good to fall down a little bit. If it breaks the low, then we just keep waiting. But for sells, I need to see either a 4-hour break of a previous low or a bearish 4-hour close, which is what this 30 minutes this next 30-minute candle, these next 2:15 could do. But if we go up, there's a plan, and if we don't, then we wait for that 4-hour close. What happened to your 50 pips? Yeah, I hope that happens, Josh. Five more. Yeah, hopefully the styles play out for who's ever in it. It'd be a nice, if it can break that low, I think it makes a lot of sense, and you might see a little burst to that support down there at 750. Got to be aware everything is still pretty bullish. Can we put the trades in the chat? No, if you cannot copy the trades properly by watching and listening, I don't think putting them in the chat is going to be beneficial to you either. First of all, probably shouldn't be just copying. Second, if you're gonna copy, you at least got to do it right.
Yeah, come on,
You can't do some half-ass copying.
Yeah, and what are these questions too? Come on, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna be waiting for those buys. So we'll see what happens. 5, 4, 3, 1. Hope so, Yvonne. Thank you, Josh. Not a signal service.
All right, here we go.
If this breaks that previous 15, that would be a rocket ship candle, and then I would assume we would continue to push up.
The previous 15.
As we broke the low, there's no reason for it to come and flip or break the previous 15. No reason whatsoever if we're truly coming down.
Yeah. It's already been halfway through the candle too. It could, but just waiting. I'm about 3, 4, 5 pips in profit. 4 pips in profit.
Yep. I mean, I think it looks good now, but the plan would be if it does turn around and make a new high that it's already made, or a new lower high that it's already
Okay.
made, then that would be starting to be an
Oh yeah, no, that would definitely be an issue for the sellers. Yeah.
But I think now everything is confirmed that price should continue down to that support there at like 750, and then from there, gonna make a decision to continue or turn around and go back up.
hmm
But it's got a lower low, lower high. That 2 candles in a row, so
Yep. I'm just doing a little dance right now.
yep. No, there's no reason yet to suspect buys if your bias is sells.
It's Dave. This is help. Listening, joining these streams, and understanding the concept that we're trying to get past is the help that you should be seeking. When Paul does his analysis, or when Dorian or when Clay do their analysis, pay attention, listen carefully, maybe write down their analysis if you forget it, and then watch those pairs and see if their analysis is correct. That's the hope we're giving you. We're doing this live in front of you, so you should be able to understand the concept. And if you don't understand some of the concept and you're more of a beginner trader, then you can even go to, what's the site again? Baby Pips?
Baby Pips, or just ask questions.
Yeah.
Yeah. But don't ask questions. What is this? When can I enter? That's a bad question. I wonder if this is going to try and go.
And also, it's the reason why we aren't giving, like, we're not necessarily saying buy here, sell here, because there's no strategy out there that's 100%. So pretend you do take a trade that we take, and then we end up closing earlier, or it hits our stop loss. You're gonna get upset at us, because then your risk manager might not even be there, and you might have done full margin or something like that, and get upset at us. It's about learning. There's no strategy 100% out there.
Yep. Henry, I believe on your 10,000th hour of trading, the market actually rewards you with enough profit. Buy a gold Lambo with one trade. That's the rumor I've heard. Don't know if it's true.
I want a gold Lambo.
Don't we all?
No.
Yeah.
GTR, muscle car, and then the supercars. They're number 3 on my list.
Interesting. Yeah, we all got our tastes. I could go for McLaren though. Those are pretty cool.
Yeah, those are nice. Thanks, Josh. I actually just it's at the shop getting auto start right now because I'm a good bargainer apparently, and I got that for free. And then I just ordered an exhaust kit yesterday, so I'm gonna put that on Friday. Oof. So much fun. Excited to put that on.
We got a Porsche fan in the chat. Let's go.
We got a what fan?
Porsche fan. GT3 RS all day, any day.
Harrison, better watch out. Gershot's gonna find a new man. Yep, Julio looking for a buy. My Instagram is on the bottom left, Fox. Bottom left. Josh got some nasty. If we're gonna see that break up. We got 15 minutes. Or are we gonna make a push? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Get it set up just in case we go. We break that bearish 15, stops under this candle, entry above. Get a nice push on this last 15 minutes. About a 10 pip stop or so. Then we would have a nice 30-minute wick fill and clean traffic. So that might be a nice quick move up. Get there. Got 19 seconds.
All right. Well,
It's not over yet.
not over yet. It did come up in the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, I don't like how that closed. No top wick. I'd like it to make a bottom wick first. Because it still made a lower low, lower high. So I'd like it to come down, make a higher low, and then make a higher high. If it goes up, I think I'm just going to wait for the next 4 hour to start. We could see it just fill that wick to the bottom. We should respect that bearish 15-minute wick if we're going to keep coming down.
To me, if we go up, it would make sense because we still haven't broken the overall low, which is down here.
Yep.
Go for it. Do it. Well, I'm out of this trade.
You're just going to call it?
Yeah, I'm just going to call it. I don't know. It can do whatever it wants. I don't care. I'm just going to come back tomorrow morning. I'm going to limit myself. I'm only going to be taking one trade. You're an Asian now.
Okay.
So that's my plan. It's one.
I think that's a good
one
plan.
trade.
Good plan.
Yeah, but usually, I mean, New York can be good. It can be a really good New York session, or it could be a bad New York session. You know, so I don't want Asian to
Mess that up.
like, yeah, make it worse or make it, I don't know, make it. I could make it better, but
Good.
I'm just gonna make. Yeah, New York's just gonna be my time. I'm just gonna, yeah, I'm just gonna make New York my time.
I like it. All right, almost broke. It pushed right up to it.
That'd been like a kick you in the balls, kick you in the nuts wick down there on the 30-minute below the previous one.
Yep. Just waiting for this break. Like right there.
Yeah, looks like it could come up and throw that wick up there.
Yep, that's what I'm anticipating.
Yeah, where's your stop?
It'll be on this previous 15. All right, I got in. See if we can continue up a little bit. We can catch 10 pips. So I'm in at 890. There. Stop right there. See if we can get 10 pips or so. And we got plenty more than 10 pips of room. I think we're going to see a 30-minute wick fill and then maybe another little push. But we got clean traffic, so moving my TP up on the 1 hour for the runner, and we'll see if we can move. We got nice traffic. Got this wick fill this high, so maybe push to this high and see another little push. What we can do in 9 minutes. Watch on the 30, see if we can get our wick fill. Get a little bigger push. See if we can get 15. I might have. I'm gonna manage it and see how this 30-minute closes, but what happens. Oh wow, we're almost at 400 likes. Jeez. Yeah, new 4-hour could make a bottom wick for sure. This thing could stop us out. Who knows? If we don't close higher and the 4-hour makes a bottom wick, that could stop us out. Thank you, Cats. Appreciate it, bro. Come on, GJ. Last 5-minute push up. Do it on the 4-hour. Okay, Gersh. Okay. On GJ Wickfield. Get that last 5-minute push on the 4-hour, maybe. Still at the bus stop. Yeah, I mean, this 30-minute close could be a better entry. If this thing doesn't run in the next 4 minutes. As long as we close above, that should be a good good safe one to head up. What are you waiting for, GJ? Doing push-ups, yeah, I don't know about all that. Stepped away for a second, that's all. You can push up real nice. You're gonna see a last 30-second pop.
Yeah, I mean, if we close above, I was literally about to call it a night soon, but I think if we do close above, I'm gonna start looking potentially for some buy opportunities.
I guess trying to move these last 30 seconds. 4-hour close. Yeah, hopefully not too big of a wick and we can keep and head up. I mean, we're in clean traffic now, so if we look, we should head up. But the market does make up its own mind, so we'll see. If this 4-hour can pump us up at the start. Yep, yeah, I got my stops are still on the hourly, so we'll see if we can continue to respect it and keep going up. Maybe we'll see that late session volume coming in, like we've seen previous times. Come on, GJ. Yep, it was a good 30-minute, good hourly. The 15 looked good, so we'll see if we can continue with these higher lows and push up. We do have a 4-hour open. Might see a bigger pullback than a normal 15-30-minute 1-hour candle normally would make, but ideally we should respect the hourly if we're going to true up. Three, 4, 9, 20. Gotcha. Off to the races, yeah. Hopefully we will continue up and not spin around. We got higher highs, higher lows, clean traffic to the left. Looks like we're going bullish, so maybe this 4 hour will continue going bullish. Funny. Yep. Yeah, as long as we can respect the hourly candle crimson, I think that would make sense. Grandma's driving this price, yeah. Going pretty slow. Reza, did you get in this one? Oh, okay.
Paul, I'm actually I'm gonna head off now.
You head off?
Yeah, I'm gonna head off. Yeah.
Alright, bro.
All right, then. I'll see you later, everyone. Yeah.
Yep. Yes, sir. See you tomorrow.
Yeah. See you.
Yep. Yes, sir, Josh. Hopefully it's just a pullback and takes us to the upside. We might have the volume, we might not. Where'd D-Boy go? Alex, the FTMO broker is really good. They got really good spreads. After COVID, of course. Yes, of course. Yeah, whenever we come down, I will hit you up and let you know. Yeah. Hopefully not. The playlist is just a free copyright. Pretzel, just a music player, copyright free. That's all. See you later, Watango. Have a good one. Yep, that would be nice, Josh. Tap 135. Yep, Alex, I have my own account as well, and then the FTMO account. Yep, Gerzat only speaks facts. The only thing he speaks. Yeah, could be waiting for news. Could be. Gotcha. Hopefully sooner one day you'll be able to. Yeah, we've been seeing Asian sessions sometimes have a later push. So it's typically, not typically, but if it has a later push, it's within this first like hour and a half of the 4 hour. So we should see a push. If we don't see one before 9 p.m. in the next 45 minutes, then if we're still in the trade, probably just gonna call it, get out. Because then that'll just have been way too long for me personally, as well as the stream will be over at 9 anyway. So I'm not just gonna leave it in and hope it continues up. If it didn't do anything, I'd expect some sort of push up if we're gonna go on this hourly candle. Yeah, I've noticed there's been a lot of random pushes. Even in New York, there's super late pushes, like 9, 10, 11 a.m. Sometimes like 1, 2 p.m. in the afternoon. It's really random. I think if we can break that hourly wick, for that 30-minute wick fill, we were kind of looking to. I think if we get above there, we'll see some sort of move to the upside a little bit, maybe 135, maybe a little higher. Because we do technically have clean traffic, so I guess we'll. Yo, where you been at?
It's been loud in my house, that's why I just close it so it doesn't interrupt the stream.
So a new high on the hourly would be really good to see. And maybe we get that push we've been waiting for. Who knows?
Yep, I'm still in this trade. Stop loss is at a safe area, hasn't broken any low on the hourly.
Yeah, it's at the moment it's respected 15-minute lows, which I was kind of surprised to see. I didn't think that was gonna. I thought with the 4-hour open we were gonna see. We could still see, so hopefully I don't jinx it. But I was expecting, something a little worse, with the start. But I mean, if we can continue up and we get above here, I think we'll have a nice trade. We'll be able to get about 10 pips out of it if we can get up there.
I would like it to even reach. I know this is far reach, but 135. I'm at TP set 135, 167 right now.
I think that's possible. It's perfectly clean traffic to the left if we keep going. Yep. And when it's clean like this, typically we do see it push up. So we'll see if this can do it here.
It'll be we have one more push happening in a couple minutes. Not a couple minutes, like 45 minutes. Last Asian push, so we'll see.
We'll see if this one can do it. We're above that hourly now, so check out the 30-minute. Might get up to here, maybe push up into here. If we can continue, we'll see if we keep going.
Yep. I think the key was not having too much of a tight stop loss today, due to the fact that the 4 hours opening. I mean closing and then the new one was opening.
Yeah.
Might even just inch up today.
Come on, GJ, keep pushing.
Always stick to plan. Ribanas.
See if we can hit 10. If we can hit 10, I'm gonna secure and get break even. I got my break even button already set. So if we do pop up to 10 pips, it will automatically put me break even. I'll be securing 85% manually to get there. Anji Day, let's go.
Someone's asking about how much you risk, Paul.
Today?
I think you said on your per trade on your FTMO account, just in general. I think you see.
Oh, I just did 2% total. 1% per trade.
There you go.
Just 2 candles before, I took a buy at and when it went 7 pips above, I closed the half, and now when it touched that entry point of the Pauls, I'd double that trade again. Now, after like 7 to 8 pips, I will close the new position and let the runner go to break even.
Nice.
Small profits always better than a loss.
Yeah.
Yep. If it pushes up a couple more pips again, I might secure 50% and just go break even and let it go.
Actually, I did experiment. Like I was watching Raja's session, the training session, and he was telling how to re-enter the trade. So this is the first time I re-entered that position.
You're testing it out?
Yeah.
That's good. That's always good to do.
Nice. Yeah, I just went risk free. I went break even. I'm gonna secure 50%. Just because it's moving really slow, and if it has volume, I would expect us to continue up. If we get there, 135,189. That's a lot. Let's just set it 20 pips, not get greedy. So if we go up, I have 50% left, then that'd be good to hit that. Otherwise, if it comes down, I secured something, and I had a winning session. So worst case scenario, I make a little less. Best case, 50% runs really well. But since it's taken its time, I just don't want to have it pull back in and not have any volume to continue driving up. So I just protected it, and it's either gonna go and move nicely, or we make 200 bucks. So either way, it's gonna be an end. It'll be a good session regardless.
Someone asked you, what is the benefit of having 2 1% trades rather than 1 2% trade?
No benefit, just preference.
There you go. The way one pro to that is if you don't have magic keys, it's
It'd be
easier to close.
Yeah, it'd be easier to do one.
Yeah.
So for Magic Keys, I just press open trade, double trade. That's that. If I didn't, I'd probably just do one position. Yep, nice job. Yeah, even though it was a smaller win, we sat here all night and we made some money. Was it the original target? If we get there or not? Maybe, maybe not. But we didn't sit here for nothing and leave with nothing. So 3 hours to $200 or so. And it's better than nothing. How you look at it. And if you're walking down the street and you find $20 on the street, are you gonna complain that it's not 100? Probably not. So kind of the same concept. But I think this does look good to continue up. I didn't close early because I'm not confident in it. Asian session. We know how Asian session can be sometimes. It's kind of late in the session already. We already would have expected momentum or volume probably an hour and a half ago, or maybe even 2 hours ago. An hour and a half ago, we would have already expected there to be some volume. But because there isn't, are we gonna have it this late in the session, and is it gonna continue all the way to our target? I think there's more hope in hoping that this late there's gonna be volume, than trying to just be overconfident in the trade. The market's clearly struggling to push up, so it gave us 5 pips. We'll take 5 pips. If this runner goes, we get a few more. If it keeps dicking around, at least if this comes down, at least you're not sitting through that anymore. We've been sitting here for an hour in this. Made something. If it continues to dance and not really go anywhere, there's no reason to just sit in it and just watch it and hope it's going to keep going up and you're not going to lose. At least this way you didn't lose. If you're going to hold it with stops on the hourly, perfect. That could continue up. I think it has a really good chance to continue up. Only issue for me again is it's super late in the session. Are we going to have enough volume to get a decent push worth holding it for? Is it still worth the risk that we originally put on the table? Magic Keys is the trading tool little god. Little thing right here. It you can go break even, push of a button. You can close, push of a button. You can enter 2 positions, the push of 2 buttons. It's phenomenal. Highly recommend if you don't have it. If you don't know what it is, there's a link in the bio of the description of this video. Check that out. I think we can see 135, 350 get tapped, assuming we continue to make higher highs and higher lows. That's what the hourly looks like we should do. But again, it's late in Asian session. Are we going to have the volume to push another 20 pips? I would say probably not. Let alone another 40 pips. Asian Open pushed us literally 10 pips. So I think hoping for 20 to happen this late, that'd be more so hoping than actually it doing it. It could, and I could be wrong, 100%. But I think the safer idea is typically Asian has already pushed and done something. If it hasn't by yet, then it might not. Mike Mac. That's why I left 50% running and I only closed 50, because I do think this has a really good chance to go up. But if it doesn't, I'm not going to sit in it any longer, is the thing. Yeah, looks like we're seeing a little bit of a push. Maybe, hopefully this next one will continue, not stop me out, and then keep going up. Nice little runner, do some work. See if we can hit pips. We go about 10 more. About 10 more. Maybe we do it, maybe we don't. The traffic is good to the left, confirmations are there, but do we have the volume this late is the
Paul.
Yep.
Okay, this is a question for you. I need your expertise in this. No, okay, so this is a idea. I secured enough. So the stop loss, I didn't put it break even, right? But I reduced it to if you look at the hourly, under the current hourly, due to the fact that I'm confident that this is going to continue up. The reason why I didn't go break even was because I didn't want to get wicked out. But do you think that's a good idea? Because if it's a stop loss, I'll be break even technically because I secured some before.
That's up to you. What do you think?
I don't know. That's why I'm having struggle deciding, because like the entry, the where my entry is, I think most likely I can possibly get hit out due to the fact that
maybe secure something
when you okay.
So if it does come back and stop you out, then you can end in profit and you didn't sit here all night for nothing.
That is true. Okay. Good point.
So I just secured another position at 10, risk free, and we'll see. Yeah, I'm gonna let this last a little bit, see if we can hit 20 pips. But good session so far. Then
I closed my one open position, which I opened with Paul's entry.
Nice.
And closed the other half. So
very nice.
I have just like 25% of the one position, and one position fully is closed.
Very nice. Very nice. This was a good trade. Good plan. Yeah. We waited for it. Typically 4-hour open we try to avoid, but we were in the trade. Candles were still closing nicely. So maybe we'll hit this 20 pips here, and then that'll be a nice 2-to-1 on this little bit I have left. But yeah, I mean, we waited all night for it. And I think something a lot of people struggle with is we had a plan originally what we were going to do. We knew we weren't entering the first 15 minutes of the hourly at Asian Open. And we knew that once we broke this bearish hourly, we were going to be looking for a buy, but not in the first 15 minutes. First 15 minutes happened, it did this. Then we formed resistance at previous resistance. And when we make resistance, look how we form. Lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, lower low, lower low, lower low. So, you know, GJ likes to do little rocket ship candles is what we call them. In the Asian session, it breaks the low and then breaks the high as well. So now we came down to this area and we see on the higher time frame, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. Everything's going really bullish hourly. Higher lows, higher lows. Still, we're looking good for bullish. So if we break above this candle that is technically supposed to be signifying resistance, we would actually be forming support, break through resistance. And once we broke through, what do we see? Higher low, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Maybe another higher low, another higher high. We have a higher high, now we need a higher low. Continue moving to the upside. So it was as simple as that. And I think once we planned the trade, and this is where I was going with this, started this ramble, was we planned the trade. Then this candle happened and broke the low. Ideally not what we want to see, but we know if GJ does that, it's a rocket ship candle. But again, it's not a higher low like we want to see. So now your plan you had, you're like, maybe I should wait. Maybe this isn't a good trade. Now you're doubting your plan. So now you don't have confidence in the trade of the plan you made. And then you see this candle here close, no top wick. You knew you wanted to get in once you broke here. Do I get in? I want this one to break it. That didn't break it. You're kind of doubting your plan again. And then this one makes a higher low here, telling you clearly price wants to try and go up and get through here. If we get above here, and then we have a little wick to come fill. But since this has no wick, this broke the low, and it wasn't perfectly what you wanted to see. You have all these little variables that are adding into head about what could happen. The thing that was important was if we break here, price will go up. All that was important. Whatever happened here, it should ideally make higher lows, but the matter of the fact is, if we don't break above here, price will come down. So the fact that we did break above here, price up, and it's going to have a higher probability of continuing up than continuing down. And now that we look at what has happened from since we entered the trade, it's like, oh yeah, this made perfect sense. Higher low, higher low. This is our rocket ship candle. We see this all the time. Yeah, total sense. Didn't have a great top wick. That's okay. We're entering on this wick anyway, so this doesn't really matter. Higher low again. Perfect confirmation. Got the new high. We're above resistance, making higher highs and higher lows because that's how that works. Higher low again. Higher high. Broke above here. Filled here. All right. Trade looks good now that it's kind of over with. But when you're looking at and you plan your trade, you just need to execute and not overthink or do anything that matters. That's just going to make you not take the trade. And now that this trade is played out, you're like, damn, I should have trusted myself and took the trade I planned for hours. Like a lot of people do.
Also, chat, what do you see on the chart right now? What is this? Just based off of structure. I want to ask chat this, as if chat's always listening to us.
And also, if you caught a win, throw a W in the chat. Let's see who made some money tonight. Sounds good, Ribbons. Yeah, if you want to join, just DM me. Check out the website. If you have questions, let me know. But yeah, what do you guys think that bullish candle is signifying? That's what you're talking about, right, Gurjat?
Yeah, and then structure in general, almost. The wick, also to clarify, the wick, the candle that occurred with the structure that's forming. They're gonna throw their dubs first, and then we can start asking. How much longer are you on stream? Couple more minutes.
We'll go for till you're done with this. Till you're done with this, and if this runner continues their hits.
Okay. So I'll repeat it again, chat. What do you think? This, where my arrow is pointing, the candle and also structure. What is this telling us? That's my first question. Broke resistance, filled the wick. What else, chat? Support formed. Interesting with that one. What else? What else, chat? Rejection, but overall bullish candle.
Failure to break resistance. What do you think about that one?
That's that is a good one because it closed back above.
I think that's fair.
Failure to break.
I think that's fair.
No,
Henry.
No, never mind.
I think that's fair, Henry. But does the fact that it made a high above 3 previous 15-minute candles? So look at the size of that. Just the wick in general on that bullish candle. It's bigger than all 3 of those previous candles. 3 15-minute candles. The wick is bigger. Does that maybe tell you something? What do you think on that, Gurjat?
I don't agree with that. Sorry, I said yeah. I don't agree on that. The reason it was this is not necessarily failure to break a resistance. This was when the Asian Open occurred.
Yep.
That's where the volume came in. Let's see what else you guys saying. You guys want to get everybody's answers?
Engulfing candle, volume. Yep, I agree. Volume. That was just Asian Open pumping in some volume, so it's going to be bigger than the candles that we were presented before that happened.
Okay, now I'll quickly explain. So, chat, we saw that we're in a bullish trend, right? Everybody agrees we're on a bullish trend. So this is the resistance that we broke out from all the way to the left. We broke out of resistance, and typically when we do break out of a resistance, what do we always say that we sometimes look for to confirm that's not a fake out and to confirm that's going to continue heading up? It came up, came back down to retest this resistance, now forming support. Support isn't formed with this candle only. Support is formed when this bullish candle is closes and it breaks a top wick. And here it broke 1, 2, 3, 4 top wicks with the close of the bullish candle. Now we can say support is formed. The next we looked at, obviously in this 30-minute candle didn't happen. Next we were looking at some sort of confirmation on when it breaks a wick. We took the trade based off the 15-minute. If you drop down to 15-minute, Paul. So the confirmation was when it broke the bearish wick here. Why did we consider this a confirmation? I want to ask chat this. Why did we consider this a confirmation? So we said that it created support with the 30-minute close, broke above all the previous wicks, indicating that it is a strong close and that there is room to continue hitting out. But where was the confirmation, chat? And there is a hint on the screen.
I just closed my run.
Okay. Previous resistance a high. Okay. Close above. We took it on the break of the wick. We're anticipating a bearish candle. Nope. Once the 30-minute closed above, we took it on a 15-minute, guys. The entry was on a 15-minute with the knowledge of the 30-minute. Come on, chat. This was said in the stream. You guys gotta listen.
Savim, no, it was not anticipating a bearish candle. Nope.
Yeah, where the ear is pointing. That's a hint.
So that candle gave us confirmation that price should continue up if we do something to that candle. And I think the question is what was done that provided that information to us. Is that right? Did I explain that?
Yeah, basically. Like, what was the confirmation idea and everything? Bulls still have control. Yeah, I agree with you. It was still bullish trend, but I don't know what was the reasoning behind we entered. Phil, the wick, that was a part of the anticipation of what we were thinking was gonna happen. The 30-minute wick, Phil. I agree with you there, but come on, chat. I feel like we've said this a million times.
All right, I'm gonna answer it.
Okay.
So the confirmation was when we broke the high of that bearish candle. And do you want to explain the reasoning?
Yeah, so there's multiple reasons behind it.
Go ahead.
Once we broke this high, right? If this was a resistance, why are we breaking highs going into resistance? Paul states this multiple times. Why are we breaking highs going into resistance? And the fact that we broke this resistance, the top wick, this invalidates a resistance and technically validates that it's going to be a support here to continue heading further up. Do you agree?
I do, yes.
Okay.
Yep.
We should not be breaking highs going into resistances. That exact statement Paul has stated multiple times. So if we were respecting this resistance, right? Oh, where is it again? If you're respecting this resistance with this bearish close on the 15-minute, correct, right? We did break the low, but we closed back bullish. We didn't take the entry on this because it didn't break any high. We waited for the next 15-minute to see what occurred. The next 15-minute broke both these highs. More importantly, we were looking at the break of the bearish wick. The fact that it broke the high invalidates the resistance and validates the fact that we're going to continue going up, and that this is a support, and also with the fact that is clean traffic to the left that we have all been talking about. And then 15-minute, that was where we took the entry, but more or less the structure was formed on the 30-minute when we created. When we broke out of the resistance down here, came back, did the retest on the 30-minute, again on the 30-minute chart, closed a bullish 30-minute candle, indicated that we created support. Once support was indicated, we were looking at some sort of entry. Entry was not possible on the 30 minutes. We dropped down to a lower time frame to see where we could get an entry. Entry was the break of this bearish wick. We shouldn't be breaking the highs going into resistance. Once we broke the high, we took it, and then we secured 10 pips up here. Easy, just like that. Simple trading, nothing overcomplicated. We looked at the most recent stuff, and with that, we took our trade.
Exactly. So
all this that I learned was from the gentleman sitting in front of you. Trust me, this isn't brand new information. We've been stating this for how many months now?
7 every stream.
Yeah. I hope you guys need to pay attention to what we're saying. We're not just saying nonsense on here. Sometimes we go off topic, but
yep,
it's like we do this every single day.
Yep. So just one more time, with what you said, everything was perfect. If you're in the chat and you did not understand what the hell Gurjat was talking about, you need to go watch this video, probably twice, and you're gonna understand everything that was said, and you'll be able to capitalize on these moves by yourself without the live stream. So this video is going to teach you, I think I have like 15 different examples that I break down for about 5 to 7 minutes per example, just looking at like 5 or 6 candles individually and how you can tell where price should go based on how they're moving, with obviously a higher time frame direction, of course, but using that and reading what these candles are saying, which that video will teach you, hopefully will allow you to understand this come tomorrow. So if you watch that video tonight or tomorrow before the live stream, and then you come on and the candles make sense and you get a winning trade, be sure to let us know, because that'd be really something. But we are going to head off. Gurjat, anything left to say?
Sorry, I was muted. No, I secured at the 10 pips where you secured. Didn't like how I was moving. Was planning on leaving it, but didn't.
Yeah, if you are interested in more information, website here. There's a free group, 2 options, paid group. And you can always DM me if you have questions. But we're gonna head off. Good session, trade, good discussion. We had some good flirting from Gurjat and Harrison, and we'll be back tomorrow. So I will see you guys then.